Hey there hunters, Lord here back with another Monster Hunter Wilds set video. In this series, I've been going through endgame sets for each of the 14 weapon types. We've covered a bunch already, so if Hunting Horn isn't your main, or if you like to dabble in other weapons, do check out some of the videos on the channel and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the other weapons. Since this series is an endgame series, I do want to issue a short spoiler warning, like you saw in the title. After the intro plays, all armors, weapons, decorations, and footage will be from beyond Hunter rank 40, so if you're not yet there, or if you're just trying to avoid spoilers till you've had a chance to see it all for yourself, consider saving this video to watch later when you're ready to make endgame sets. With that being said, I've got a lot of good stuff in store for you guys with Hunting Horn today, so let's jump straight into the video. So as far as sets go, our first set is going to be a mix of both damage and health steal, so you'll have some comfort but still some damage. Our second set is a wide range support set with a lot of health recovery options. This is a super good one for you guys who like to support your fellow hunters. And the final set will be more of our DPS raw build setup. So before we get into the sets, we need to talk about our weapon choices. We have three main melody types here in Monster Hunter Wilds. We have the resounding melody, which is more of a damage setup. We have the offset melody for landing those juicy offset attacks. And we have the melody of life, which is basically a giant mega potion that comes straight out of your hunting horn. So for resounding melody horns, far and above the best is the Arkfeld horn with an extremely solid song list, very good raw, some dragon element, and overall just a very nice hunting horn. This one is top tier for your resounding melodies. For our offset horn, I'm a big fan of the HR40 offering here. It has some pretty nice songs, including Attack Up Large, Earplugs, and the Echo Wave that does blast, as well as, of course, the offset melody for landing those offset attacks. And finally, for our Melody of Life horns, we have two really good options. I'm personally a big fan of the Queen Chord Maker from Rathian, as we get Attack Up Large, Health Recovery, Recovery Speed, as well as that super juicy Melody of Life, allowing for a ton of healing options, but also some very good attack buffs. And the second horn is much more centered around the purely healing playstyle, which is the Guardian Deshagama hunting horn. We have health recovery small and large, as well as earplugs large, and of course our Melody of Life. You can use any of these four horns in any of the three sets we will be covering today. Ultimately, it is up to you and what songs you like. And hunting horn is one of the few weapons where we do not like Ardian. Ardian song lists are not very good. You can't change them. They only change based on what element you decided to make your horn, and there's no attack up large options on any of the Ardian horns at this time. So with hunting horn, we actually get the joy of crafting some weapons, and with these four horns, you should have all your bases covered depending on your hunt or what style you want to play. So for our first set, which is a mix of comfort and DPS, I am showing this with the Arkfeld horn, but again, you can use any of those four horns we just talked about. This is purely an example. And as far as the armor goes, the head and arms are the Guardian Ebony Adogaron beta pieces, then the chest and waist are the Guardian Arkfeld beta pieces, and for me, I like the Ray Sandgreaves beta, but you just need any legs that give you a level 3 slot, and then the talisman is the Chain Charm 1. As far as decorations go, in my hunting horn, for the Arkfeld horn specifically, I like a razor sharp jewel and 3 levels of stamina thief. In the armor, all you need are the 2 flare jewel 3s. Everything else is completely up to your choice. I like a little bit of evade extender, but there are definitely a lot better options if you so choose. You could definitely go for something like Max Might to try and get a little bit extra affinity, or Part Breaker to get extra damage when you do your focus strikes. All in all, it's really customizable. All you need are these 2 flare jewels. It's a super simple set to make. So for our skills in the weapon here with this specific example, we have Razor Sharp and Stamina Thief at level 3, Slugger at level 2, and Horn Maestro level 2. Now, no matter what horn you go with, you're going to want Horn Maestro level 2. This is the ultimate hunting horn skill. It only works on hunting horn, and you will want to have it. For our armor skills, we have Burst, level 5. At level 5, this gives us plus 18 raw attack for Hunting Horn, but since we have 2 pieces of the Ebony Adogaron set, we get an additional 3, so this is 21 bonus raw. And with this weapon having 210 attack, this is exactly a 10% damage increase. Burst is super easy to keep up. All you have to do is hit the monster 5 times in a row, and then just keep hitting the monster. Pretty simple, right? Another nice boost, and why I wanted to show this off with an elemental hunting horn, is that at burst level 5 we get a bonus 200 element when burst is active with hunting horn. Now this won't work with the other 3 horns we showed, so you will just be getting the raw attack instead of the element, but if you are running the Arkveld hunting horn like I am, this extra element just really can't be overlooked. It's just extremely good. Burst is a great skill, it works great for all weapons, but especially for elemental weapons. We then have Flare level 5, and this skill allows us to create wounds a little bit easier, and this couples in nicely with the chest and waist piece that we put in, but I'll talk more about that during the set bonuses. And then all the other skills you see here are either on the set or my choice in decorations. Now we've already spoken about the Ebony Adogaron 2-piece bonus burst boost 1. Again, it just slightly extends the time between when you stop attacking and when burst wears off and gives us 3 extra raw, taking us to, again, that plus 21 raw attack while burst is active. But we also have Guardian Arkveld's Vitality with the 2-piece giving us Decimator 1, and anytime we destroy a wound, we will get some health back. It's not a dramatic amount, but it is very nice, and with Hunting Horn's Focus Strike allowing you to queue up notes and songs, you're going to want to use that, so you might as well get some health back while you are doing so. All in all, this set, for me, strikes the perfect balance between a good damage output as well as quality of life and comfort. Up next is of course the obligatory wide range support set for those of you who like to keep your fellow hunters alive in your multiplayer hunts. Again, the weapons can be any of the 4 that you like, but personally for the healing setup, I would highly recommend either the Guardian Deshagama horn or the Rathian hunting horn, as they have great health songs, a great health echo bubble, and the melody of life. As far as the armor goes, we're going to be rocking with 4 pieces of the Guardian Arkveld beta set, being the head, chest, arms, and waist. And we have the Rompopolo beta legs and the free meal charm level 3. Now, since the Guardian Deshagama horn only comes with blue sharpness, I went for a Sonorous / Handicraft Jewel, and then Handicraft Jewel 2 and Handicraft Jewel 1 to give me some extra units of white sharpness, as well as that all-important Horn Maestro 2. And then in the Rathian hunting horn, I went for a Razor Sharp / KO Jewel and some Drain Jewels. Again, you would probably want to fit in Sonorous here. You just don't have enough Sonorous decos at this point to slot it in, but ideally that's what you'll do. Now in the armor, we again need a Flare Jewel in the helmet. We then want 3 Friendship Jewels, and the other ones are completely up to you. The Medicine Jewel, Tenderizer Jewel, Shockproof, and 2 Destroyer Jewels are completely your choice. However, I would definitely recommend keeping the Destroyer Jewels since Part Breaker plays in very nicely with our overall set and set bonus, but I'll talk more about that when we get to the skills and, of course, the set bonus. So, of course, the weapon skills are going to vary based on the weapon you chose, so let's talk about the armor skills. Again, we have Flare level 5 for an easier time of creating wounds. We also have Wide Range level 5, which anytime you take a potion or a buff or anything like that that is a consumable, it will affect all of your teammates with 100% efficacy. This allows you to, if a teammate's about to cart, instead of popping a life powder, you can just smack a mega potion and heal them right up, or you can drink a demon drug at the beginning of a quest and buff all of your teammates. We then have Weakness Exploit 3. This will be Weakness Exploit 2 if you don't go for the Tenderizer Jewel. I didn't really think there were any better level 3 decos to throw in, so I think we'll just take some of the extra crit. We then have Part Breaker at level 3, and this makes parts both easier to break, and it allows us to deal extra damage on our focus strikes. Again, Hunting Horn really likes its focus strikes because it allows you to queue up notes and songs, so you're going to be using that a lot. Might as well get some extra damage out of it. We also have Free Meal 3 straight from our charm, no decorations required, for a 45% chance to not use up consumables. Again, if you're going to be sitting there healing your teammates with mega potions or buffing them with demon drugs, you can get a couple on the house over the course of a hunt. As per usual, the rest of the skills are either my decorations or just come with the armor. Now, the reason we went for 4 pieces of Guardian Arkveld armor was to get Decimator 2. When we destroy wounds, we get between 20 and 30-ish% health back, and this is massive. Now, unfortunately, this does not work with wide range. I did test this out with my boy Papa Nergs. Huge thanks to him for helping me test this. However, being able to heal yourself is just as important as being able to heal your teammates. With this set bonus, it allows us to use our focus strikes to both heal ourselves and queue up some healing songs for our teammates. All in all, this is a super comfortable set. It's great for everything. I already made a video on it for a bunch of other different weapons. It's just a good template to use overall. The 4-piece Guardian Arkveld with whatever legs and charms you like is going to be the most comfortable set in the game at this point. Honestly, with this set, if any of your teammates cart during a hunt, they need to go and upgrade their armor because they should not be dying on your watch because the heals are ridiculous. And the final set is our full DPS set. I am showing this one with the Arkveld horn and the Ajarakan horn, but again, you can use whatever of the 4 you like, or if you just like a different one, throw it in. Doesn't really matter. Again, the craftable horns are extremely nice here because of their song lists when compared to the Ardian weapons. Now, we've already seen the Guardian Ebony head and arms beta, but we are going with the Arc Vulcan beta chest and waist, the Udra Meyergreaves beta, and the Exploiter Charm 2 for our full armor set. As far as weapon decorations go, this is just to show you a few of the different options you can use for your weapon skills. Again, kind of fit in whatever you like or whatever you feel like you need as far as weapon skills go. And then in the armor, we need the Chain Jewel in the chest, the 3 Mighty Jewels in the level 2 and 3 slots, and then everything else is up to you. Again, highly recommend Destroyer Jewel. It works very nicely with our focus strikes. Again, you're going to be using those to queue up songs. You might as well get some extra damage. Now, as far as skills go, the weapon skills are going to be totally dependent on what you decide to slot in. We have Weakness Exploit at level 5 for 30% affinity when attacking weak spots and an additional 20% when attacking wounds, so 50% on wounded parts. We then again have Burst level 5 for that bonus 200 element when we are using an elemental horn, and that 21 raw attack. Maximum Might level 3 gives us plus 30% affinity when our stamina bar is full, so coupling this with Weakness Exploit immediately puts us at 80% affinity, which is very, very nice, as critical hits deal plus 25% damage when compared to non-critical hits. And I know you're probably tired of hearing it, but the rest of the skills are either my choice in decorations or come with the set, so you may have some variance there. Again, we have Burst Boost level 1 by using 2 pieces of Ebony Adogran armor, so I will not go too into depth on that, but we have a new skill for us, which is Arkveld's Hunger, and with 2 pieces we get Hasten Recovery level 1, so every 5 weapon attacks that strike the monster, we will get a small amount of health back, and like I say all the time, it's not a ton of health back, it's not worth building the set purely around Hasten Recovery, but we'd be using these 2 armor pieces anyway, so it's nice to have the additional health regen in the background. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 3 top hunting horn sets for the current end game of Monster Hunter Wilds. If you did enjoy them, be sure to leave a like down below to help support the video entirely for free. If you liked this video and you want to see more like it for each of the 14 weapon types, or if you're just interested in all sorts of guides, tutorials, and other Monster Hunter Wilds content, do consider subscribing to the channel. Again, it's free, it's a free way to support the channel, and you can always change your mind later if you decide the content just isn't for you. With all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video and the insane support on the channel since Wilds released last week. I wish you all a good day and happy hunting.